The ESPN app is going to come out sometime in the spring. They're going to try to upsell all of us games on top of your subscription. So people think it's going to be, people have it wrong.
So you think $4.99 is not really the price point?
$4.99 for a game. So basically what you're looking at is you're going to pay for a game here, a game there. It's an add-on to your ESPN service. It's not ESPN over the top. It's a service that's going to like top up your current service, right? So to me, it's an add-on. It's complementary. It's not a big idea.
It's not a replacement?
No, it's not a replacement.
Are they going to reduce service on my main feed?
No.
And force me to buy?
No. What they're doing, this is what the market has a little bit wrong. You're going to watch ESPN on your phone, on an app, on TV. You're paying for what you're paying for. But if you want to watch, let's say you're a fan of Maple Leaf hockey, right? If there's a game on the road you want to see, you can buy that game. Right, so you can buy extra games on top of what you're getting.
The game individually.
Yeah, you buy a game, buy a package of games, right? That's additive to what you're paying for today.
So this is like a la carte,
Exactly.
The promise has been the long tail of ESPN, and I've been a shareholder for a very long time at Disney. I know the stock's personality, 95 to 110, 95 to 110, 95 to 110. And it's always based on where you emotionally feel about the degradation of the ESPN quality of cash flow.
Right.
And so every quarter when Iger comes out, it doesn't matter what he did. He's a great manager, but nobody cares. They just want to talk about ESPN.
Right.
It must be very boring for him. But when do we get to see the long tail story play out? In other words, don't worry about the fact that there's cord cutting. I've got all these other ideas to make ESPN a monetizable long-term cash flow.
Exactly.
Is this part of that story?
This is part of it.
And what's the measure going to be?
Okay, so you're going to measure subs, but here's the part that we've been bullish on Disney a long time. Disney has another rate cycle, an affiliate cycle to come in 2019, where they go back to Comcast and Charter and DirecTV and ask for step-ups in their affiliate revenue. The past 3 or 4 years, they've been no deals coming due. So you've just had cost growth and no revenue growth. So I think the ESPN story gets better as they show some wins. They did it with Altice back in the fall, and they won that negotiation. So that's the part of the story that I think is coming.
Help us with this.
But he's talking about when do people start to value the very dramatic change in strategy? When does the stock start to move on that?
So what Andrew's asking, the second part of the strategy is a Disney over-the-top product. That's a bigger idea, which is it's not a topping of ESPN. It's a new product that takes
it goes straight to Netflix.
Exactly. That's all their IP around the world. That's an end of 19.
That is not in the stock right now.
No, and that's why we keep saying it,
here's what I need to know.
No.
Here's what I need to know. 21st Century Fox deal. A, does it happen?
Yes.
You don't think Comcast or somebody else tries to jump the transaction?
Okay, I'll let you ask the question,
What's the question?
We'll start with that.
The question is, it's going to happen.
The deal's going to happen.
Fox investors like the Disney deal because what's moving from Fox to Disney is great IP, and Disney is, as you've said, has proven they can manage it.
Okay, so let's stipulate the deal happens.
Yes.
Next step, what happens to Hulu? And what happens to this new streaming service? And are they effectively do they become the same thing when this is all over?
Right, so Disney's talked about Hulu as a separate product.
Yes.
With all their IP from Fox, and then a Disney Kids product. I think they're going to evolve the strategy. This is my estimate, that they're going to create one product with a Disney Kids layer and a Hulu adult layer and come to the market with one big idea.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.